Hey Capricorns, what's good, what's good? How y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of September general reading here. Just very quickly, in your meditation, I heard this song, I believe it's called Heartbeats by Johnny Swim. It's Johnny Swim, one word, not like Johnny Swim, but like Johnny Swim. JOHNNYSWIM. Heartbeats by Johnny Swim, okay? It's what I heard in your meditation. Also felt like I was getting this intense feeling of like a sweet relief, major party vibes, something that has been pulsating and pent up and growing and building. It's like a sweet release of that. It was very interesting. So let's see what's going on for my Capricorns for second half of September. Let's do it. Listen, thank you. Ooh, I don't think y'all have ever gotten the Cobra before. This is fascinating. So I love it. So let's talk about the Cobra. I could talk about the Cobra all day. But don't worry, I won't. I'll keep it brief. So the Cobra on one hand is a teacher energy. It is. This could be, a teacher coming towards you. This could be that you're, entering into a great time of learning, of being a student or a teacher, right? But the Cobra is also a very protective energy, right? Fiercely protective. There's also a element of swiftness, right? Because when the Cobra strikes, you're never going to see it come. She's like, bop, bop. Right? Bam, 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 bam. So swiftness as well. So teacher, student, fast moving energy, learning, protection. Okay? Also associated, it's the alchemical symbol for fire. So associated with the element of fire here. So let's see what's going on for y'all for second half of September. Right. What's going on for my Capricorns? Please and thank you. Second half of September. I just heard let it go. Yeah, there is this feeling, it really, really is this feeling of like something that's been pent up or building or pressurizing, like the release of that, okay? Now you have the Two of Wands, woo woo. So fire for fire, right? Wands rule, fire energy, passion, desire, forward movement, direction. This is interesting too for you guys because we have the red roses here. Ooh. And the red with the Cobra too. The red symbolizing the root chakra or the lower chakras, right? Whatever grounds you down into the earth. You as Capricorns know all about that because you guys rule the realm of the physical, the 3D, right? Everything of the material realm, okay? Now we also have the white lilies here, which is about the upper chakras, right? So I feel like for you guys with this Two of Wands here, we're speaking about a balance of both of these things. I feel like you guys could have been... I feel like it's going to be different for each of y'all, but I feel like some of you have been more focused on the lower chakras and some of you have been more focused on the upper chakras. I do feel like for the majority of you, especially because we have this Cobra fire energy here, I do feel like for a lot of y'all, there's been, a lot of time spent with these lower chakras. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Maybe a little less time meditating, maybe a focus on bills, physicality, exercise, anything of the food, drink, anything of that physical realm. I do feel like the emphasis has been there. I do feel like that an emphasis on the material things or the physical side of life or physicality in general has kind of gotten you to this place of where it's an impasse of sorts. And it's like, okay, well, my focus has been over here. And I do feel like there's a call here to really connect more with those upper chakras, the third eye. I'm hearing for a lot of you, the throat chakra feels particularly in need of some attention and release. I'm seeing this image of like a nice cool drink of water is needed. Water also symbolizes the intuition. I feel like you guys are in major need of a huge dose of intuition. 'Cause, in order to clearly define or highlight the direction forward for you. Because Two of Wands is about really getting that blueprint together after that, you know, Ace of Wands, which is that initial burst of fervor and passion, right? And the Two of Wands is like, well, let me build the blueprint. I can't go off traipsing off into the unknown until I, you know, get the map together, right? But it does feel like at an impasse of sorts. Some of you guys could have a fire sign around you for sure, because we have fire and fire here. You know, this Cobra 2 is very masculine energy. I must say, it's a very, I mean, hello, hi, look at it, right? Very masculine energy here. Oh, interesting. They're drawing a, okay, they're giving me a parallel. So they want me to talk about the Emperor energy. The Emperor, which is Aries energy, more fire sign here. The Emperor is a very, you know, active energy, masculine energy, getting stuff done, to-do list, checking those things off, you know, all of those things. And then the counterpoint to the Emperor is the Empress, which is about receiving. I feel like you're being called to step into an Empress energy and receive direction as to how to move forward. I have this image of you guys, you know, going forward down your path with only half of the map. Let's see what else is going on for y'all. And on the bottom is the High Priestess. And I'm talking about these upper chakras and getting, you know, divine guidance this way. It really feels like there's a call to really sit with your upper chakras. It's about filling in the other half of this puzzle about how exactly to move forward, or in what manner to move forward is what it feels like. Okay, we got the Tower as your second card here. This is feeling really familiar. I feel like this came up in your last reading. So we have Scorpio energy here. Let's talk about this, because first of all, you know what I love to say about this key? I say it all the time. This is the Great Rearranger. This is the universe coming in to call anything from your path that is keeping you from your highest and best good, and why you are here this time around on this earth plane, right? This is removing things from your path that you have held on to through sheer force of ego, desire, and your own personal will. This is all over this. I'm really feeling like meditation is extra important. I'm hearing salt baths. Anything to kind of, it feels like there's an energy on you, or it just feels very 3D. It feels very material. It feels very much of the like physical world. And I'm really getting this feeling of like, when that is the case, and we, for whatever reason, whether it's circumstantial, emotional, whatever have you, when we, you know, don't kind of go to our intuition or our feeling sphere, right? When we don't have those upper chakras in alignment or properly spun and clean, right? And we're making our decisions from the lower chakras or from a physical sphere, this is when the Tower comes. And that's just what it is. But this is beautiful too, because it's like, yeah, let's welcome this Tower energy. Also, I'm feeling called to talk about this Pisces, full moon in Pisces that we just had, that we will be feeling the effects of for a minute here. You know, that moon is very emotional, very much bringing things up. And you know, this is Scorpio energy here, and the deep feeling aspect of that full moon. I really feel like for you guys, we're talking about a death and a rebirth opportunity. A death and a rebirth opportunity. And I'm hearing trial by fire, rebirth in water. It feels like there's a lot of like fire, like I said, in physicality going on here. But see how she's like, okay, where to next? I can't see the forest through the trees. I got to build this map. And then we have the Tower here, which is like, okay. There are obstacles, there are things in your path that are keeping you from your highest and best path going forward. So they're about to be removed. I have to say, the fact that this carried on or carried over from the previous reading, it really feels like there's a lot of will going on here, personal willpower. And I'm feeling like the key here is to surrender. A lot of people don't like that word. You can substitute it with allow. You know what I mean? She said while rolling her eyes a little bit. It's kind of like whatever, a word is a word, but it really feels like that's the key here. It feels like someone's holding on very tight to the steering wheel. And if they would just take their hands off the wheel and let spirit drive, things would be a lot more illuminated, okay? That's what I'm hearing. This is going on for Capricorn. Ooh. Wow. Cool. So we got the Page of Pentacles here. I love this. Look how this is storyboarding. So you've got your Earth energy here from an Earth sign. Love it. Here we are. Okay. The road ahead. What is the road ahead? How do I get there? How do I align with my highest and best good? How do I manifest everything that I want to the Tower? Universe coming in and hearing your request. Oh, okay. You want this? You want to manifest this? Okay. Well, if you're really ready for it, we're going to go ahead and remove some things from your atmosphere that are keeping you from getting there. Then you line up what's on the other side of the Tower, the Page of Pentacles, which is a new start or a new offer or new movement towards something that has, you know, the possibility of longevity, right? Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm getting a very particular image. You know when you were a kid, some of you from when you were a kid, or you know what, I'll make it about me. When I was a kid and I would be sent to school with, you know, a sandwich, right? And then sometimes at school, like I'd be like, oh, I really like what they're serving in the cafeteria today. I'm not gonna have my sandwich from home, right? And then it sits and it goes to the bottom of your bag and it gets smushed. And then like later in the day, much later in the day, you want that afternoon snack and you go to the sandwich and you're like, and it's like smushed and like this, like a PB&J, and you're like, huh, can I eat that sandwich? It's been down there for a while. It was underneath my textbooks and stuff, but can I eat it? There's something very much to that because I'm being drawn to all these sandwiches on the ground. I feel like what's coming towards you is not of the past. I feel like that's going to bum some of you out a little bit when I say that, because it's like, it does feel like there's this holding on to something, right? That is pre-existing in nature, but the universe is trying to give you a brand new sandwich. And I feel like you're rummaging around to the bottom of the backpack for the old one, okay? Let's get a clarifier for this Two of Wands. There we go. Wow. Okay. So we got Six of Swords in reverse. All right, let's break this down. First of all, I want to point something out. 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay? 808, 808, 808. Is that like a song or something? Or is that a type of plane, an 808? I don't know. Anyway. They just wanted me to do that math. So 6 of Swords is, you know, moving away into calmer waters. You know, the swords rule the realm of thought, the mental sphere. And this is kind of going, you know, from a place of analysis paralysis or mental tension, right? Moving into a place where there's just that kind of like sweet relief that only water can provide. And in the traditional deck, this is a boat, people on a boat going down a river, and it feels very pertinent for you guys. There's this whole thing of fire and water here. Fire and water, fire and water. I think there's a lot of fire going on, and water is the remedy. Remember, water is feeling, intuition, going with the flow and true ebb and flow, right? The fact that this is in reverse with the Two of Wands, I feel like that's what this is saying. I feel like some of you are insisting on this fire, insisting on things being a certain way, or, you know, I feel the need to say that like that old adage of expectations or limitations. It feels like the universe is trying to, it just feels like a very hard, stubborn grip onto something, or someone, or a job, or a certain way that you want things to go. And it feels like the universe is like, hey, over here, we have something like so much better lined up for you, but you are holding on to this like a bat out of hell. That's what it feels like. Let's get a clarifier for this Tower moment. 5 of Wands. Okay, 5 of Wands. This is maximum amount of effort. listen, let's talk about this because both of these are very similar energies here, right? You've got Five of Wands, which is about competitiveness, competition, maximum amount of effort. And then you have the Tower, right? The Tower is coming along. I feel like the universe is coming along to remove these things from your atmosphere so that you can get to this place of effortlessness and flow. I feel like the key word here for you is flow. Flow, let it flow, let it go. Let it go, let it flow. There's something in that for you, okay? But it feels like if you've been trying to knock down a certain door, get through a certain door, and it's not budging, back off of it. And another door will inevitably appear that is just easier to, okay. So they're telling me that when a door is yours, it will open. It's not, you're not gonna have to shove at it and push at it or kick it down, like the Tower. It's going to open. That is a key that is your path, okay? Okay, let's get a clarifier for this Page of Pentacles here. Yay! That was really loud. I'm really excited to see this. By the way, at the bottom is the Star. I feel like this is what you guys are, like, a healthy dose of star energy, right? Which is about intuition, right? And divine faith, right? The Fool, yeah, buddy. The Fool, to clarify, this is just storyboarding so beautifully. This is the opportunity you have if you release and stop trying to push down a door that is not yours to open. Okay? The Fool is a fresh new start, and this is very familiar to me. Did Fool come up in your last reading too? This is feeling very familiar and similar. But this is beautiful. This Page of Pentacles, this is like, yes, this is newness. This is nothing from the past, you guys. I feel the need. This is a new opportunity with someone or something. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is work related. It could be interpersonal related for some of you, but sometimes the two things, it's like an energy is an energy. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes our energy around our interpersonal relationships can affect our work, right? Manifestation around our work or new chapters and vice versa as well, right? But this is a brand new start. This is new, just like the Page of Pentacles. When a page comes up, it's about new energy. It's not a pre-existing energy of any kind of or sort. And I feel the need to really hammer that home. They're bringing me back to the Cobra. And they're showing me here that this Cobra for you, for a good amount of you guys, and there's 5 letters in the word Cobra. They're having me do math for some reason. And then we have the 5 of Wands here. I feel like this is your guides. This is the universe. This is spirit, right? This is spirit coming at and towards and for you right now, okay? On one hand, it is acting as the Tower. It is calling away things from your path that are keeping you from your highest and best road. It is setting you up for newness, new opportunity. That Fool is that leap of faith, right? I feel like on the other hand as well, because remember how I said how this is teacher-like energy? I feel like we're talking about a lesson here as well that is really important for you to learn, but you can't move on into the newness until you have fully learned the lesson and taken the final exam. That's what I'm getting here. It's like, this is your final exam. Do you want to pass it or do you want to repeat the grade? You can repeat the grade. Trust and believe. I have repeated many grades in terms of like lessons, like, you know what I mean? Like life lessons, okay, trust and believe it. I have repeated and repeated and resisted, as humans tend to do, but this is an opportunity, I feel like, for you guys. I feel, again, these keywords of surrender and allow feel very, very important. And release your grip. It really feels like I keep getting this image of holding onto the steering wheel, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like, circle wheel, and then the Fool with the 0. It really feels like the grip it's like white knuckled, like a white knuckle grip on something that you want or a way that you really saw your life going. whether that's work or a person or whatever have you, or home, whatever that is. It really feels like release the grip, and this is going to go a lot more smoothly and set you up for something nice and new. It's okay. They're also telling me there was this study done, this study where they had, you know, this group, and they had them in this room, and they brought in, or they had like donuts in the room. They're like, okay, these donuts are, you know, from yesterday, and you can have some. We are gonna have fresh donuts here in an hour. And they noted how many people took an old donut and how many, it was so few people that waited for the new donut. And I'm hearing for you guys, like, wait for the new donut. Okay? But in order to get that new donut, you must shun the old. I mean, there's something in that for you guys. Okay? Let's go ahead and get an oracle. Okay? And I just want to be clear, like, I say this with so much love and so much empathy for where you are, because I couldn't even speak on it if I hadn't been there myself. This newness that's on the other side of this, you know, surrender and allow and all that good stuff, this is good, and this is not a lesson that you will have to relearn once you've taken that final exam, okay? I'm not feeling that at all. So let's get an archangel guidance for you guys, is what I'm feeling for my Capricorns. Sorry, it's just too good. It's really too good. So you have life review. Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Well, couldn't have said it better myself. Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay. I feel the need to cough. My throat chakra feels super clogged, and I was talking about this, and I definitely don't have a cold. I felt the need to say this earlier. If there's something that needs to be said by you, you know, use your intuition and how and when to say it, please. This is the color of the, you know, third eye chakra here, this beautiful, like purple blue here. And it's the same in the tower. They're showing me is what, would you please come over here, please? Kind of the similar colors there of the third eye chakra. It does feel like some of you guys are sitting on something that needs to be said or expressed. If that's going to help you move forward to say your piece and move on, please do it. Please just connect with your intuition around it, though. But again, back to the life review, because it's just my throat chakra feels like, I gotta say something. But it feels like the remedy here, and I'll say it again, is water. Water, 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 and everything that water entails and represents. I really keep getting this like salt water bath. Making sure that your energy is clear and saged, and drinking a lot of water and hydration. It feels like you guys are super fiery. It does. It feels like a lot of fire is going on here. And I'm feeling like water, 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 water. So one more time here for the seats in the back. Life review. Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Do you remember when I said at the beginning of this reading that it felt like there was a lot of emphasis on the lower chakras or the physicality of life and not as much on the upper chakras or the spiritual or the intuitive aspects? Remember? And also remember the throat chakra is in the upper chakras, right? Everything from the heart chakra above is considered the upper chakras. Again, with this green. It feels like there's a lot of attention that needs to be paid to these upper chakras. If you are unwilling or hesitant to do so, ask yourself why. What is going on in your heart space, your throat space, you know, your realm of communication, your third eye space, or your crown chakra that connects you to your higher self that you are avoiding looking at or listening to? That's the question. Okay, my dear Capricorns? You know, you can also call upon Cobra energy during this time too to help you with this. This is a fierce protective energy, and I do feel like some of you guys, oh Lord, sorry about the horns. I do feel like for some of you guys, there's something in this where it's like there's this feeling of safe haven that's needed. I feel like you guys are in need of like a safe haven, and Cobra energy is so gorgeous for that. You know, when you talk about shadow work, and I do feel like we are talking about shadow work here, especially with the life review and the tower, all of this stuff, the shadow work, the Six of Swords in reverse. when we do shadow work, it's delving into those lower depths and realms of ourselves, right? And of energy in general. The cobra and the snake actually is about healing and transformation. And this is one of the few energies that can actually be with you through shadow work. Because when we're talking about, when we go upstairs to the upper realm, to the celestial realm, right? It's like, white lights and where the angels are and all of that good stuff. Well, we don't necessarily need a protective energy to go up there, but when we're working, going to the lower world or focusing on those shadow aspects of ourself, especially with this Pisces full moon that we just had, that we're going to continue to feel the effects of, that can be getting into territory where, you feel the need to have some sort of protection or, fierce protector here to help you look at those aspects or wounds of yourself in your past that are difficult to look at and heal. Okay? That's what this feels like. You can absolutely call upon Cobra energy right now. It feels very important for y'all. And again, this is a great teacher. Okay? You are safe. I feel the need to say that. You are safe and well taken care of, okay? You can release your white knuckle grip off that steering wheel, okay? All right, my beautiful Capricorns, I really hope that this was of help and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, just thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, just thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.